This is Larry Hayward. I'm one of the ministers at Westminster Presbyterian Church in Alexandria, Virginia. The past 4 days have been interesting for me and indeed revelatory. I ventured out Friday and had a face-to-face lunch, outdoors, socially distanced, with a church member. Saturday, I walked up the church to the parking lot to join about a dozen families with young children who had a well-planned and socially distanced event in which they and their children could be together safely. Sunday, we had the first trial run for in-person worship as 12 members of our Return and Renew committee or ushers were in the sanctuary as we broadcast live. And yesterday, I had a lunch with another member, again outdoors and socially distanced. With a few exceptions of times that I have met with members for counseling in a safe setting, I have not been with people from the church face to face unless I have seen them walking on the streets as I too have been walking. I will confess that a fear I have had about returning to worship is that with limited attendance, minimal participation in the liturgy, no singing, no choir, no greeting, no handshaking, no hugging, that my experience, as well as that of people worshiping, might be one of disappointment. But the exact opposite happened to me on Sunday. Just to see a dozen people sitting in our sanctuary felt like Easter Sunday to me. I know that our committee is working very hard to determine when and under what conditions it is safe to allow people to return to worship, albeit on a limited basis. I know that we will not do this until we believe that it's as safe as it can be under the circumstances of a pandemic. I know that many will rightly conclude that because of their age or health or sense of caution about themselves or their families, they will not return until this pandemic is lifted or a vaccine has been found and widely implemented. And having experienced a few people in the sanctuary, I realize how much I have missed face-to-face contact with all of you. It makes me more deeply aware of the pain and longing for the life of a congregation, the life of human contact that so many people feel who rightly will not return to worship until it is completely safe. But the day will come when we return. And if your experience is anything like mine, even though initially it will be very different than what we left, it will be joyful, uplifting, energizing. In the third letter of John, the writer says, I hope to see you soon, and we will talk together face to face. That is my hope and my prayer. And it is also my trust these days. Amen.